Welcome to St. Michael's Academy, Betya's e-learning class of English, class 4th. Today, we will start with the first chapter, which is titled Be Prepared, written by Ruskin Bond. Now, first I will do the introduction of Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is one of the India's best loved storytellers. He has spent most of his life in Dehradun and loves writing about the hills, his childhood, and the different animals he has known. Some of his popular works are The Room on the Roof and Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. He is now lives in Landore, Mussoorie. Now I am going to start the chapter Be Prepared. In this story, there are two main characters. First one is Mr. Oliver, the Scott master. Second one is Bond, the Scott boy. So, first we will read the paragraph and after that we will understand it. Be prepared. That is the Boy Scout motto. But I never seem to be well prepared for anything, be it an exam or a journey. So, how did I survive as a Boy Scout? It seems a rumor had gone around the junior school that I was a good cook. I had never cooked anything in my life, but I had spent a lot of time in the tuck shop making suggestion to and encouraging Champu, the tuck shop owner, to make more and better samosas, jalebis, tikkis and pakoras. With this qualification, I won a cookery badge and was put in charge of our Boy Scout troop supply of rations. There were about 20 of us in our troop. During the summer break, our Scoutmaster, Mr. Oliver, took us on a campaigning expedition to a mountain. Now, first we will know the difficult words. Be prepared means you must always be prepared to do your duty. Rumor means something that is said about a person or things which is usually untrue. Tuck shop, a shop inside a school that sells sweets, snacks, and soft drinks. Rations means a fixed quantity of food supply for a group of people. Now, I am going to explain about this paragraph. So, the little boy name is Bond, and he says he never prepared for anything, may it be exam or a journey or anything. But how he survived Boy Scout? So he says he felt that the rumor had gone around the junior school that the Bond was an excellent cook. But Bond says he had never cooked anything in his life. But he spent a lot of time giving suggestions and encouraging Champu to make more and more better samosas, jalebis, tikkis, and pakoras. And with this qualification, he won a cookery badge and became in charge of Boy Scout troops' supply of rations. So Bond and some of his friends, there were about 20 of them in a troop. And during summer break, Scott Master, Mr. Oliver, took them to campaigning expedition to a mountain and a few miles outside Shimla. So the next paragraph. The first night we were put to work. peeling potatoes, skinning onions, siling peas, and pounding masalas. When the ingredients were ready, I was asked what should be done with them. Put everything in that big dekchi, I ordered. Pour half a tin of ghee over the lot. Add some nettle leaves and cook for half an hour. Now, first we will know the difficult words like pounding means grinding spices into a powder or a paste. Dekchi, a round deep pan used for cooking. Nettle, a herb with leaves that sting when touched, often added to food. Now, the explanation of this paragraph is that so the very first night, the day they reached, they were put to work. So, what was the work? Yes, they have to cook a meal. They have to peel potatoes, skinning onions, and pounding masalas. Once all the ingredients are ready, Bond was asked what will be done from all of these. So Bond ordered to put everything on a pot and pour half a tin of ghee over the lot and add some nettle leaves and cook for half an hour. Now the next paragraph. When this was done, everyone had a taste and agreed that the dish lacked something. More salt, I suggested. But the dish still lacked something. Add a cup of sugar, I ordered, and a bottle of tomato sauce. The dish was a great success. Even Mr. Oliver, who had no idea what had gone into it, enjoyed it. What's this called? He asked. The Bond Bhujia, said one of the boys. I had earned my cookery badge. Now we will understand the difficult words. Lacked something, a way of saying the dish did not taste right because something was missing in it. Bhujia, a dish of fried vegetable. Now the explanation of this paragraph. So the Bond says after the dish was ready, they all felt something is lacking in the dish. The Bond said, add something more salt. But after adding salt, still they did not like the dish. So they added some sugar and a bottle of sauce. Now, when the dish was ready, even Mr. Oliver also liked the dish, and everybody enjoyed that dish. And he started asking, what is the name of the dish? So one of the boys said, it is called Bond Bhujia. And here, Bond felt that he had earned cookery badge because everybody enjoyed the dish. Now the next paragraph. The next day, Mr. Oliver told us he would teach us tracking, taking a half an hour ahead start. He walked into the forest, leaving a trail of broken twigs, pine cones, and chestnuts behind him. We were to follow the trail until we found him. Unfortunately, we were not very good trackers. We did follow Mr. Oliver trail some way into the forest, but then we were distracted by a pool of clean water. So first we will know the difficult words. Tracking means following the movements of a person to find them. Trail, marks left behind by a person or an animal which shows that they have been there. These marks are used to find them. Chestnuts, glossy brown nuts, usually roasted and eaten. Now, the explanation of this paragraph. Now, the next day means the next morning, Mr. Oliver told them that he would take them for trekking. So, he started half an hour before. Mr. Oliver walked into the forest behind, leaving some broken twigs, pine cones, and chestnuts. And children will have to follow all these things and reach up to Mr. Oliver. Now the boys started following Mr. Oliver's trail. You remember Mr. Oliver have thrown behind the twigs and chestnuts? To some extent they follow Mr. Oliver trails, but then they were distracted by a pool of clear water. Now the next paragraph. We jumped in and roamed about, enjoying the sunshine. Hours later, feeling hungry, we returned to our campsite and prepared the evening meal. It was Bond Bhujia again, but with a few variations. It was growing dark, and we were beginning to worry about Mr. Oliver's whereabouts. Where he limped into the camp, he had waited for us at the far end of the forest for a couple of hours. Then he decided to return, but got lost in gathering gloom. Village flocks finally helped him back to the camp. He was very angry and made us return all our badges, including my cookery badge. So, first we will understand the difficult words. Roamed means played with a lot of joy and energy. Gathering gloom means the evening was slowly setting in and it was growing dark. Now, the explanation of this chapter. So, children, the boys, jumped into the pool and they were enjoying themselves. The nice sunshine was there. But then, after spending many hours in the pool, they started feeling hungry. Okay, they decided to return to their campsite and started to prepare the evening meal, the Bond Bhujia, but in different variation. Now it started to turning dark, and they started worrying about Mr. Oliver because Mr. Oliver have not returned. Mr. Oliver waited for them for a long hour, so he got tired. That's why he came limping into the lamp. When Mr. Oliver came back, he was very angry because he had waited so long for the boys, but they didn't go over there. And when he decided to come back, he lost his way and could not come back. So, one village flock finally helped him back to the camp. An hour later, when we all preparing to get into our sleeping bags for the night, Mr. Oliver called out, "Where's dinner?" "We have had ours," said one of the boys. "Everything is finished, sir." "Where's Bond?" "He is the cook." "Bond, get up and make an omelette." "I can't, sir." "Why not?" "You have my badge." "Not allowed to cook without it, Scott rule, sir." I had never heard of such a rule, but you can take your badge, all of you. We return to school tomorrow. Mr. Oliver returned to his tent in a huff, but I relented and made him a grand omelette, garnishing it with dandelion leaves and a chili. "Never had such an omelette before," Mr. Oliver said. Would you like another, sir? Tomorrow, born tomorrow. We will breakfast early tomorrow. But we had to break up our camp in the early hours of the next morning. Now we will know the difficult words. Sleeping bags, warm padded bags used to sleep in, especially while campaigning. In a hoof, angrily, relented means agree to do something that had refused to do earlier. Garnishing means decorating. Now, the explanation of these paragraph. So, what happened after an hour? They were all preparing to go to sleep, but then suddenly they heard Mr. Oliver said he started shouting and starting asking for dinner. So one of the boys said that we had done the dinner and nothing is left. So Mr. Oliver said, "Where's Bond? He is a cook." Then he ordered Bond to cook, but Bond didn't make the omelette. He said, "Why you will not cook for me?" He said, "Because you took my badge, and without our badge we cannot cook. It is a Scott rule." So Mr. Oliver said, "I have not heard such rules. You can take your badge, and tomorrow we will return back to school." And Mr. Oliver returned back to his tent. After some time, Bond made an omelette, garnished with leaves and a chili. So Mr. Oliver never tasted such a lovely omelette. So he said, "Wow, this omelette is so lovely." Bond asked Mr. Oliver, "Would you like another, sir?" He said, "Tomorrow we will have a early breakfast, and the next day we have to wake up early morning, and we had to break up camp and get back to school as soon as possible." Now, the next paragraph. A bear had wandered into our camp, entered the tent where our stores were kept, and created havoc with all our provisions and even rolling our biggest dikchi down the hillside. In the confusion and uproar that followed, the beard entered Mr. Oliver's tent. Our Scott master was already outside, luckily, and came out entangled in his dressing gown. It then made off towards the forest, a comical sight in its borrowed clothes, and thought we were a troop of brave little Scott. We thought it is better to let the bear keep its cow. Now we will know some difficult words. Havoc means great disturbance and distractions. Provisions means food supplies. Uproar, a state of total confusion, usually with people shouting. Entangled, caught up, made off, escaped. So, the explanation of this paragraph. Next morning, the Scott boys were packing their things. All of a sudden, they saw a bear. He entered the tent where all the supplies were kept. Even he rolled our biggest dikchi down the hillside. So, in the confusion, the beard entered the tent, Mr. Oliver tent, and luckily Mr. Oliver was not there. And after some time, Bear caught up in his dressing gown and escaped towards the forest. And we let him to keep its gown, and we behaved like a brave Scot. And the bear also thought that we were very brave little Scott. I hope you understood the chapter. Thank you.